Ayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever joy. Oh Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, in giving of ourselves that we receive, and in dying that we're born to eternal life. Oh Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you.
To all our key stakeholders and viewers today, students, parents, faculty, and administrators, we are delighted to greet you a blessed morning. Welcome to the final episode of the St. Clare College webinar series with the title, Life Skills and Technology in Virtual Learning. I am Miss Ruth Aquino, a proud St. Clare College alumna and your moderator for today. We express our sincere gratitude to all of you for participating in this webinar series in spite of other priorities. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in from episode 1 until today. We hope that the valuable takeaways from our keynote speakers will be remembered as we march forward to face the forthcoming academic school year. Without further ado, I would like to invite our Assistant Dean to introduce our final keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Mary Joy Aquino.
Good day to everyone. Our keynote speaker for today is a great lady known for her numerous honors, awards, and achievements. She was conferred the title of Honorary Fellow by the Royal Institution Singapore, the highest and most prestigious award given by RI in 2018. She was awarded and conferred by the Royal Institution of Singapore with RI conferment as Professional Teacher in Marina Bay Sands, Singapore also in 2018. She was awarded and conferred by the Royal Institution of Singapore with RI conferment of International Visitor Professorial Fellow last October 2018 at Hotel Jen, Manila. She is a national awardee, an honor given by the National Center of Teachers Education of the Philippine Normal University in recognition of her outstanding accomplishment as founder of private schools. She is an international awardee and was a guest of honor and speaker of the Ordinarian Global Organization during the multi-high school reunion held in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA in 2017. She was the Philippine representative and speaker in the World Union of Catholic Women's Organization held in Fiji Islands, South Pacific in 2016. She received the Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of her passion, devotion, hard work, contributions, achievements, and lifelong commitments to education given by the Caloocan Association of Private Schools. She received an award of recognition for preparing modules, a special program for non-readers, reading education training program for grade school teachers by the Division of City Schools, the Department of Education. She has the honors of being a member of the Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities from 2007 up to the present. Our speaker is the first National Vice President of the Catholic Women's League Philippines from 2012 up to the present. She received an award of recognition for her selfless service and dedication to her duties as CWL Diocesan President in various capabilities for the term 2008 up to 2010. An active social civic leader, she is the director of the Philippine Red Cross Caloocan Chapter from 2008 up to the present. She is the founder of St. Clare Group of Schools, namely Better Children of St. Clare Montessori Center in Villasville in 1986, Better Children of St. Clare Montessori Center in Santo Niño in 1989, St. Clare College in Sabarte Road, Caloocan City in 1997, St. Clare International Culinary School in Quezon Fairview in 2010. Her character reveals that she is an enthusiastic, adaptive, and fast-learning academician with broad and acute interest in the discovery of new and innovative techniques and methods of teaching. She accomplishes her education career, reflecting 50 years of teaching experiences and 33 years of managing a school. She founded the St. Clare Group of Schools, which have molded productive and virtuous graduates, such as licensed professional teachers, managers, supervisors, and entrepreneurs. Her benevolence is shown in the academic and athletic scholarship given to financially challenged students who excel in studies and those who exemplify outstanding athletic abilities. Her humanitarian acts include alleviating poverty by providing quality and affordable education to underprivileged individuals and conducts gift-giving programs in poverty-stricken communities. She is committed to improve the lives of many by generating full-time and part-time employment annually. An active leader in the Catholic Women's League, she inculcates Christian womanhood in communities, promotes the role of women in the society and the church, a globetrotter, a well-traveled lady to the whole of Asia Pacific, the United States of America, east to west coast of Europe, namely France, Rome, Italy, and Spain, and the Australian continents. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of St. Clare Group of Schools and the president of St. Clare College, please welcome Dr. Clarita G. Adalem.
Maraming salamat, Mrs. Joy Aquino, for that kind introduction. Magandang umaga sa mga magulang, mga mag-aaral, mga guro, at sa lahat ng mga nanonood at nakikinig sa live stream ng ating webinar. Tatalakayin natin ngayon ang online teaching na tinatawag din virtual teaching. Now, what is virtual teaching? In the Philippines and some parts of the world, we are experiencing a lockdown because of COVID-19. In this pandemic situation, we have to find and discover a way to go to school. Paano ba papasok ang ating mga anak? Maraming nabanggit na modalities sa pag-aaral, si Dr. Samuel Salvador ang ating magiting speaker sa episode 2 sa ating webinar. Because of the pandemic situation in the country, most schools, colleges, and universities settle for virtual education. But what is virtual education? What is virtual learning? And what is virtual teaching? Now, we have to define the word virtual. Ano nga ba ito? Most of the time, we hear virtual hug, virtual relationship, hindi ba? Now, the word virtual means in a distance, malayo. For example, virtual relationship. It means having a relationship with someone in the world that physically does not exist, but it is made to appear somehow. The relationship appears through software. Now, if you think of the word software, what word will flash on your mind? Ano ba ang ating may iisip? Pag software, iisang word lang yan. At ito ay ang computer, isn't it? Therefore, you can try having relationship with someone in the clouds. Paano ba sa ulap? Sa ulap ito, magkakaroon ng relationship in the clouds? On the cyberspace, ika nga. O gosh. Kaya kung pwedeng relationship with someone in the clouds, therefore, we can have also relationship with our students through learning on the clouds. Virtual education in learning in a distance is really very difficult to explain and how we can do it. Some years ago, we call this distance learning kasi meron na itong distance learning noong pang-araw eh. Now, it is also appropriate to call it virtual learning. We use modern technology where learning can take place in a distance, and we call the distance clouds. Kaya yung distance na nga ngayon, clouds ang tawag natin. At ang mga teachers, pwede ring tawaging clouds, hindi ba? Ngayon, masasabi natin that we are teaching on cyberspace. Now, yesterday, while I was running through my talk, I decided to have a dry run, just to see how I look like in the computer. So I asked the director of the theater of St. Clare to guide me. And when our director gave the clue to start, oh my God, I found now how difficult it was. Imagine you're talking alone without an audience. Oh gosh. The director cut my talk, telling me my eyes were moving from right to left. I told him I'm seeking an audience. I used to talk with an audience. I used to talk in graduation ceremonies. Now, I'm just here talking alone. Paano ba? Can I imagine it? So I have to enhance my imagination, improve my creativity, so that I can imagine that right now, thousands of students and parents are watching me through Streamline. Amazing, isn't it? Mahirap ang virtual speaker. Just like you're talking alone. But anyway, I did my best and had adhered to my director. So here I am. Mga guro, I will ask you this question. Do you have to write a lesson plan when you teach online? Yan, iisipin natin, di ba? What do you think? Of course, you have to write your lesson plan. And we call this lesson plan VLP. Ano nga ba itong VLP? Now, V stands for virtual, and then the L will be lesson, and the P will be plan. So we call it virtual lesson plan. Now, paano nga ang susulat yan? This is quite different from the normal LP that we used to write. Iba na ngayon kung paano gagawin ang isang lesson plan for virtual learning. Now, we have to consider factors in writing lesson plan, you know that. Now, if you're going to write your lesson plan, it is very necessary to plan the competences. Now, what are these competences? These are your objectives in your subject matter. These are the goals. And you have to think of the 3 great domains that you are going to consider in writing the lesson plan. The first domain is the cognitive. Now, you know this, the cognitive. And this pertains to the knowledge of the content of your lesson, right? And now, the second competence that you have to consider will be the affective domain. But I'm thinking of this affective domain. The affective domain pertains to the emotions and feelings of our students. But can we measure the emotions and feelings of our students in virtual learning? It is at a distance. Paano natin i-measure ngayon ang emotional quotient ng mga bata? Hindi natin masyado nakikita ang kanilang mukha, ang kanilang gesture, hindi ba? Kaya, nung nakaraang first episode, our Dean Henry Tinidero mentioned IQ and EQ. Ito yung intellectual quotient at iyon namang EQ ay emotional quotient. Well, in IQ, siguro madali nating ilalagyan ng grade o pwedeng i-measure, hindi ba? At yun yung cognitive. Now, how about this affective? Paano natin i-measure ang affective quotient? Kung nasa virtual learning tayo. Ngayon, na-mention ngayon ng Dean Henry Tinidero na maaring i-measure itong emotional quotient. And how? Now, when you are on the screen, makikita mo lahat ang mga estudyante mo, di ba? And now, we have the app where you're going to enlarge or zoom the image of your student. Palalakihin mo para makikita mo yung expression. Now, is your student happy? Makikita mo naman kung nakangiti o nakabungis-yes. Pag nakita mo nakabungis-yes, sigurado kang is happy. Hindi ba? Kaya, eto, magtataka tayo ngayon sa ating virtual learning. Etong kakauna-unahing approach na gagamit. Lagi nating isinasama ang feelings ng mga mag-aaral, hindi natin isinasantabi ang mga emotions ng ating mga mag-aaral. Napaka-importante ito. Kaya sa aking palagay, ay maaring pag-aralan pag mabuti, marahil ang mga expressions ng mga bata, mga gestures ng mga bata sa screen ay masasabi natin ang kanilang emotional cost. Alright. Now, we are now in the new kind of modality. In St. Clare, we have a lot of dry runs already or practice teaching online. Nasasanay din tayo dyan. At ang mga guro ay madali silang maturuan. Napakagaling nila sa technology. Although, this will be our first time to do this kind of modality or teaching approach, we find it interesting and exciting. Of course, there are pros and cons. In St. Clare College, we try to find solutions on some existing problems. Sa St. Clare, we use the best platform. Meron tayong platform and this is exclusive for our school. Pinag-aaralan namin mabuti kung paano namin ihahatid ang pag-aaral ng ating mga anak sa virtual learning na ito. Now, ito, tutunghayan natin, what's the role of the parent in the virtual education? My dear parents, you are playing a big role in the educational growth of your children. You parents are the first teachers, and the home is the first school. And the virtual school, which is St. Clare College, is just the second. During this pandemic situation, we are locked down. But we have the opportunity to stay and bond with our families. You will find time to play and learn with your kids in our virtual school. Now, what important role would you play in the world of virtual environment? Ito, very exciting, no? Mga magulang. Here are the 5 things parents can do to support their children going into virtual learning. Number 1, know your child's advisor and other teachers. Napaka-important ito, mga magulang. Dapat kilalanin ninyo ang guro ng inyong mga anak. Paano? Wala naman tayong, hindi naman kayo pupunta sa school para magtanong. Kaya nga, we have this what we call virtual. We have this what we call online. Pwede nating tawagan ang ating school, tanungin kung sino ang advisor, sino ang guro ng ating mga anak. Number 2, know your child's class schedule. Dapat alamin nyo ang class schedule ng iyong mga anak. Now, ito ay makukuha niyo probably sa messenger. Yung advisor will send the class schedule through the messenger. Saan natin ilalagay yung class schedule na ito? Pwedeng ilagay natin sa wall. We can post it on the wall so that there will be an access for the parent and for the students to look at the schedule. Dapat alamin ninyo kailan ba mag-i-start ang klase. Ito ba 8 o'clock mag-i-start ng klase ng aking anak? Alas 9 ba? Alas 10 ba? So you have to be very alert on knowing the schedule of your children. And should be placed near his computer table. Okay? And now we go to number 3. Ito, napaka-importante. It's very, very necessary. Number 3, set up a designated, comfortable workspace. Ano ba itong workspace? The right workspace makes a huge difference in your child's mindset and his ability to focus on the lesson. Kaya kung maganda yung kanyang lugar sa pag-aaral, di ba? No matter what the workspace looks like, kahit anong uri niyan, basta mayroong maganda namang lamesa, may upuan, hindi ba? Kapag may upuan, at least tignan nyo kung saan ipepwesto yung upuan. Now, you have to consider also the lighting. Not only the space, you have to consider the lighting. If it is dim, you have to adjust the lighting. Probably, you should be near the connectivity of your internet. Di ba? Para ito ay maging maliwanag. At ito ay makikita at you will be satisfied in the learning environment, virtual learning environment. Kaya napaka-importante sundin ang mga factors na ito. Yan ang number 3. Alright? Now, ito pa, kailangan ang mga bata ang access to the materials and supplies. Kailangan din niya ng papel. Kailangan niya ng worksheets. Kailangan niya ng crayons, no? Kailangan din ng pencils and pen. Kaya habang nag-aaral, hindi naman pwedeng tatakbo yung bata. Ay, nakalimutan ko yung pen. Kaya nawawala yung focus sa camera. So, ang mga magulang, dapat ilalagay na doon yung mga kailangan ng mga bata. Ng mga lapis, siguro kailangan din ilagay ng magulang yung snacks ng bata. During this situation, learning situation, nag-aaral ang bata sa cyberspace, mayroon din ihahanda na snacks ng bata. Ano ang snacks? Ayun, mapag-aaralan din natin. Mga nutritious snacks na dapat kakainin ng bata during the break time. During the break time, pwede rin nakaharap sa camera at makikita kung paano kumakain ang mga bata. Iyan ay nandun na rin yung good manners and right conduct and how to eat properly. Ganyan. Ngayon, ang mga magulang, mga guro, ay sasabihin nila kung paano ang pagkain na tama. Makikita rin nyo sa snacks kung ito ay nutrition. Kaya mga magulang, dapat alamin ninyo, dapat paghandahan kung anong snacks ang pwede sa ating mga anak para hindi rin sila magutom. Now, in our cyberspace learning, you'll find out that especially in the preschool, we will have around 3 hours on the screen. 3 oras yan. Kaya, yung mga schedule na yan makikita ninyo, ibibigay ng mga guro, na anong gagawin sa 15 minutes before the virtual learning. May papakita sa inyong lahat kasi magkakaroon tayo ng orientation for the parents on how to conduct a virtual learning. Sa inyo lang mga magulang. Kaya hihintayin natin ang orientation na ito probably on the first week of August. And I don't know if the teachers are planning to put an orientation program on August 3 and August 4. Okay. And so, ngayon, masasabi ko lang, it is optional kung kayo naman ay may kakayahan na bumili ng headphone, di ba? Nakikitiyan niyo si Teacher Ruth, mayroon siyang headphone, Ngayon, ang mga bata, gusto rin may headphone, di ba? Now, this is motivational. Pero kung optional na talaga hindi natin kaya bumili, now, huwag tayong bibili. Kung mayroon naman, why not? Diba? Mga bata gustong-gustong pumorma, diba? Nakita niyo sa screen yung mga bata na may headphone. Nakita niyo, diba? At napakaganda tingnan. Now, in this virtual learning, we would like to require our students to wear their uniform. Nakita niyo naman kung paano ka-disente. kung naka-uniform sila, hindi ba? Napakagandang tingnan, napakalinis tingnan. Hindi dahil nasa bahay kayo na pwede na yung nightwear, hindi naman. Pwede na yung shorts, hindi naman. Now, we have to think that we are learning in classroom. Pero hindi ito classroom. We are not into face-to-face learning. We are on cyberspace. We are in the clouds. But although we are in the clouds, we have to look decente, magandang itsura. Kasi nakikita nyo rin sa screen. Nakikita nyo mga magulang. At ito ay nakakapagdagdag din ng motivation sa inyong pag-aaral. Hindi ba? Alright? Now we go to number 4. Number 4, get to know the online learning platform. Okay? Ito nga nung una, nakita ko itong platform. It is a technological term pala yan. Akala ko ang platform stage eh. Yung pala, ang platform ay isang app ito na gagamitin sa pag-aaral, gagamitin sa meeting. Now, what is online learning platform? Perhaps you have encountered these technical terms like messenger, di ba? That kayo naman may cellphone. Ngayon, gusto niyo communicate with your classmates, di ba, mga bata, mga mag-aaral, and you would like to have a chat, a video chat, na nakikita ninyo yung kaibigan ninyo, nakikita ninyo yung best friend nyo online. Okay, and that is an app, and we can call that a platform. Teleconferencing, di ba? Mga nag-conference sa organization, nagkakaroon sila ng Zoom meeting, and others. Ngayon, and that is what we call a platform. When a school or organization, group of people would like to have a meeting online, they will use a platform. Therefore, platform is a tool or app, application software built for meeting. Virtual learning with intricate learning ecosystem to connect for communication with one another in cyberspace. You know, there are a lot of platforms to choose from there are platforms that are for free. Diba? Libre yun. Mga magulang, teachers, kung minsan, mag-Zoom meeting tayo. Okay, libre. But in St. Clare College, we have one good platform which is just exclusive for use for our school. We use the FIFNet or the FNet. It is very necessary for the parents to know how to operate this app so that you can monitor your child's progress. Anyway, St. Clare College will give parents orientation on how to use and manipulate platform. Probably, as I said earlier, that we have an orientation again for the parents. Okay, for all of these technical terms, you know, on how to operate a computer, how to operate an app, something like that. And as I've said, it will be probably on the first week of August. And now, we go to number 5. Get in touch through online frequently with the teachers of your child. Alright, now, nakalimutan ko sandali yung ipapakita ko sa inyo na pwedeng magamit sa platform na ito. Ito ay isang storytelling na pwedeng gamitin sa grade 3 or grade 4 or in the lower level. O kahit naman sa tertiary pwede rin gamitin. Okay, tignan natin yung screen. Ayan si Ayen. Tignan natin kung anong itsura si Ayen. Alright, si Ayen. Okay. Now, ganito ang mangyayari. Magagamit natin yan to enhance our teaching on virtual. Nakikita ninyo na hindi lang sa classroom magkakaroon ng storytelling. Magkakaroon din ng storytelling sa virtual learning. At napakaganda ito. We can make animations. Siyempre, ang St. Clare kasi matagal na tayong nagsimula ng e-learning. You remember, we started e-learning 2013, 2015, I think. We have our e-boards, di ba? Ngayon, kaya napakadali natin gamitin ang mga enhancement, ang mga storytelling na ganyan na magiging motivation sa ating mga anak on virtual learning. Okay, punta na tayo sa number 5. Get in touch through online frequently with teachers of your children. Okay? Alright. Just because students are learning online doesn't mean they are learning independently. Hindi pa magiging independent ang mga anak natin, especially in the lower grades and probably also in the high school. No? Well, ang grade 11, grade 12, well, siguro magiging independent sila through this kasi marami na silang mga experiences. But yung mga batang maliliit, we need the guidance of the parents. We need the guidance of mommy, the daddy. Sasabihin ngayon ng mommy, paano nagtatrabaho ako? Kung nagtatrabaho si daddy, kung wala si daddy rin at nagtatrabaho silang dalawa, ano kayong mangyayari? Kaya ngayon, I suggest that even the nannies, yung ating mga yaya, diba? Ating kasambahay, diba? Mga kapatid, mga auntie, mga uncle, pwede ngayong magkakaroon ng orientation on about how to manipulate a computer. Magkakaroon ngayon ng webinar na naman for these people. The parents, including the nannies, including the yayas, and probably including the kasambahay. Ngayon, napakaganda nga itong e-learning na ito eh. Although, absolutely, there is a critical role in e-learning. We cannot maintain open communication kung sometimes wala tayong load. Minsan wala tayong load. Kailangan magkakaroon ng load so that there will be open frequent communication with our teachers. Now, ang mga teachers natin, ngayon, ang tatanungin ng ating magulang, paano naman natin malalaman ang evaluation? Paano naman namin nalalaman that our children are progressing in virtual teaching? Oo nga naman, ang mga guro, alam niyo mga magulang, mayroon ding inihanda na halimbawa ang isang bata ay 100 ang kanyang score sa kanyang worksheet during the virtual learning. Magpapakita ito ng star. Ayan. Nakita niyo sa screen yung star? Okay. Ngayon, kung ang bata naman ay napakaganda ang kanyang ugali sa virtual environment, very courteous, magpapakita siguro ng guro, ng angel, saying that the child is courteous. You see? Marami ring magagawa. Now, halimbawa yung bata na tamad, hindi niya sinulat ang kanyang assignment, siguro, ang guro ay magpapakita ng monkey. Kasi yung monkey, di ba, denotes sa laziness. Alright. Kung ito naman ay very truthful, yan, very truthful, nagpapakita siya ng bulaklak na ibibigay sa guro, but it is only in the clouds, or it is only in virtual. Ngayon, magpapakita ngayon, mag-plus on the screen, ang bulaklak ng maganda. Okay. So, napakaganda online, very exciting. And, you know, I'm also excited. This is also my first time. I have not experienced teaching in distance learning. And so, I find it exciting. Now, while I'm studying it, every time, every day, before I go to sleep, I have to study this virtual learning because I think it is very necessary that this will be an expert for me. They have to ask, paano ba ito? Paano yan? No, hindi nga ako marunong itong masyado sa mga technical terms na ito. But I am trying to learn. Hindi rin ako marunong sa mga apps na yan. But I am trying to learn. Sabi nila, senior citizen na si Dr. Adalem. Pero marunong pa rin ako sa mga apps na yan. Marunong pa rin akong gumamit ng computer. Marunong pa rin akong gumamit ng cellphone because it is very necessary. It is now a trend. Now we don't want to lag down. We have to go forward, hindi ba? Now we have to go forward. Think of this virtual learning that we have. So, mga magulang, tayo ay magiging very patient. There is a virtue which we call patience. Kailangan maging pasensya tayo for the meantime. You'll find out that we can go through it. Lahat ito ay magiging successful with your guidance. Okay. Now, my dear parents, you are indeed the inspiration of your children. Watch over them. Help them grow to achieve their goals and reach for their dreams. Now, mga magulang, kayo ang inspirasyon ng mga bata. So I appeal that you have to guide your children. At para ma-attain natin lahat ng goals sa ating virtual environment. I would like to end my talk with a quote that I wrote. A balance of virtual education at home and school mold a child's actual learning to become permanent. Yours truly, Dr. Clarita Adalem. Maraming salamat sa mga magulang, sa mga nanonood, sa mga guro, at sa mga mag-aaral. God bless you.
inspiring discussion on the role of teachers and parents in virtual learning. We are exceedingly privileged to have you as our keynote speaker for the final episode of this webinar series. Dear viewers, we will be back after a short break. In the meantime, please drop your comments and shout-outs to be read by one of our diligent teachers in Summer High School, Mr. Adalem.
Hi everyone, good morning. Again, this is Sir Adalem from Clare College. While on break, we would like to read some of your comments, same as well your greetings. So if you have any greetings or comments, just kindly put it in our comment box. Let's start. Thank you so much, Dr. Clare Adalem. Thank you so much, guys, from Christine Cruz. Good morning to everyone from Attorney Joy, Toledo, Alarcon. Hello po. We also have here. Good morning, Ma'am Ruth from Angelica Jos Castro. Hello daw po. Again, if you have any person that you would like to greet, just put it on our comment section. Congratulations and thank you po, Dr. Clare Adalem. The parents are now knowledgeable about the virtual learning. Thank you so much. That is from Ma'am Chet Samaniego. Ayan, napakadami na po. Patabihan na rin ng heart from Jenny B. Thank you, Dr. Clare Adalem from Ma'am Sherilyn Chavez. Shout out din po kay Ma'am Hasmelinda Lugo Reliosa. Thank you po, Dr. Clare, and God bless. Shout out din po to Ma'am Grace Nitor and Ma'am Maddie who is watching right now. Thank you po, Dr. Adalem from Cleopatra Sabdal. Just keep your comments and greetings po if you would like to greet someone on our comment section. Pa-shout out naman po sa buong family ko na watching at home, Nati and Joan Santillan, Bert, Micaela, Carl, and Minnie. Ayan ang pag-greeting ni Dr. Cathy Pagulayan. Shout out po sa sarili ko. Hi sa'yo, Ulysses Young po. Shout out to our dear President, Madam Clare, for the very informative information. Thank you po for the nice words, Pamela Martinez. Ayan. Congratulations, Madam President, Dr. Clare Adalem. Super talk as always. This is very timely and relevant as we are facing the new normal, the virtual distance learning. That is from Angela Cruz Tia. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Kudos to St. Clare College for having this online class option. That is from Kimok Samuel Lamo. Hello po sa inyo. Hi Sir Adi, hello din, Pinky Katahay. Yan. Good morning din sa'yo, Jason Michael Igan. Pa-shout out naman po for Roel Barreda. Hi Roel. Good morning sir at sa lahat. Good morning din sa'yo, Lumafel Gile. Ayan, thank you so much po to Adalem family. Again, from Pinky Katahay. I love St. Clare. That is from Sir RJ Morene. Congratulations po, Madam Adalem. Jinky Blacan. We sense the sincerity of concern, very motherly and straight from the heart thought. From Dr. Clare G. Adalem. Salamat po. Salamat din, Ma'am Marites Cocharo. Shout out po sa Yabot family. Lahat po kami ay nanonood. Hello Yabot family. That is from Shanika Ray. Good morning din sa iyo, Divina Gaviola Poste. Hello po sa lahat ng BSHRM and students. That is from Direct Marlon de Chavez. Pa-shout out naman. Hello sa iyo, Ulysses Angara. Inaabangan ko talaga ito from Jason. Hi Jason, lahat ng ICT students natin. Good morning din sa iyo, Divina Gaviola Poste. Very informative topic for the community around us. Thank you and God bless. Thank you po, Sir Alexis Naturales. Short but very informative. More blessings to St. Clare College. Salamat po to Ms. Mayeng Otseren. Hello din po kay Sir RJ Morete. Hello po. At maraming salamat po sa ating head and technical, Ma'am Joy Naturales. Hello po. Maraming salamat for your hard work for this webinar. Wow, it's a very fabulous information to us all parents. Very timely and topic mo, Madam President. Para sa mga parents, tulad namin, mabuhay po kayo at mabuhay ang SEC. Mabuhay ang Adalem family. Maraming salamat po, Dr. Roslita Abad Montalvo. Pa-shoutout po kay Antoinette Joy, PJ Torio from Jenny B. Watching din po, hi sa iyo, Sherlyn Reliama. My day would not be complete without this live. Maraming salamat for that, Ulysses Angara. Good morning din sa iyo, Abigail Antonio. St. Clare, pa-shoutout din po. Hi sa iyo, Katrina Ayana Sayer. Congratulations, St. Clare family, to have this kind of webinar. We treasure it. Maraming salamat, PJ Gutierrez. I love St. Clare from Zapar Poliarco. Good morning po again to Ma'am Chet Samaniego. More power to SCC. Stay safe and God bless. Salamat, God bless din sa iyo, Roslyn Valala. From Better Children of St. Clare Montessori, Center faculty, students and parents, thank you so much, Dr. Clare, and congratulations. Salamat din po, Sir Jonathan Mendoza. Good morning din sa iyo, Abigail Roncano Mendoza. Good morning po to our beloved principal, Ms. Maria Rebecca Pala. Good morning sa iyo, Red Salvatierra. Kanina pa po kita inaabangan. Hello sa iyo, Jason. Good morning. Good day, watching from Caloocan City. Hi. Ayan po, we'll be right back again. And again, if you have any comments or greetings, we will read that live here later on. Maraming salamat po. Have a good day. Kung may mga gusto po tayo pabate, pa-shoutout, just comment it in our comment box. Basahin natin, good morning po sa lahat ng grade 12, B1, B2, B3, B4, and B5. Yung students, greeting po ng inyong advisor, Ms. Apple Ranyola. Pa-shoutout naman po sa lahat ng grade 11, B3, B4, B5. Shoutout po ng advisor nyo, Ms. Sherilyn Chavez. Thank you to Stephen Laguardia for always watching. That is from Dr. Kathy Pagulayan. Pa-shoutout po to our dear President, Madam Clare, for very clear explanation and information. St. Clare is a good platform. Maraming salamat po, Ms. Crispo Vergara Mine. Thank you po, Dr. Clarita Adalem. God bless. God bless din sa iyo, Liam Rojas Santos. Pa-shoutout po sa Libet family, nanonood po kami. I love St. Clare College. Salamat sa iyo, Ms. Mary Grace Alarid Libet. God bless St. Clare. Thank you so much, Dr. Clare Adalem, for sharing your expertise. Salamat din, Jinky Blacado. From Basic Department, thank you and congratulations po, Dr. Clare Adalem, from our principal, Ma'am Christina Vergado. Greetings po from enrollment frontliners from Sir Grammy Ortega. Pa-shoutout po kina AJ Torio, Abby Bagangan, Galila Joyce Narga, Wani Shaira Paala, and Chill Basket. That is pa-shoutout ni Ms. Jenny Bay. Thank you, Dr. Clarita G. Adalem, for that wonderful message and informative session. Regards to Basic Department headed by Ma'am Christina Vergado and Ma'am Rebecca Palad of Senior High School. Miss you all and God bless always. God bless din po the Ma'am Gail Crisostomo. Good morning din sa iyo, Cyril Banal Paloyo. Yan. Yes, please keep it coming po sa ating comment section. Hello din po sa ating kapsa, pinamumunuan ni Dr. Ellen Calizag. Good morning po. Pa-shoutout po sa lahat ng Locris board and members who supported the 3-day seminar of SCC. That is from Dr. Rosita Montar. Good morning, St. Clare College. From Sahiloj of Law. Good luck, Lane. I miss you. That is from Marie-Chris Villaplana. SCC lang ang malakas. Salamat. Rayo Mitro. Good morning po. Pa-shoutout naman sa CNG from Princess Denisa. SCC talaga. Thank you so much, Noli Belisardo. Good morning din sa'yo, Maki Alapay. Pa-shoutout po, Sir Adi. I love St. Clare pa rin from Sir Luis Ramirez. Good morning po sa buong Pol-Sci Department from Melchor Florentino. Pa-shoutout naman po sa lahat ng aking advisory from grade 12 ICT, K1, and K3. We are very fortunate for having this opportunity on understanding the importance of virtual learning TV through St. Clare College. We will continue on learning. Thank you so much, Adalem family. Thank you po for those kind words from Ms. Divina Gaviola Costa. Thank you po, Dr. Clarita G. Adalem and Adalem family. Thank you, St. Clare. Shout out po sa lahat ng faculty and to Ma'am Christina Vergado. God bless po. Thank you so much from Ms. Mary Rose Sapuestan. Good morning po, Sir Job. That is from Attorney Alarcon. Mabuhay po ang Tala High School, grade 10, batch 2020. Pabati po yan, Mr. Attorney Alarcon. Good morning everyone at magandang umaga rin sa iyo, May Rodriguez Doctor. Good morning St. Clare from Sir Edsel Octaviano. Hello po sa BSHRM family from May Rodriguez Doctor. Good morning din po to all the Education Department students and faculty from Glenda Copper Paler. Good morning, North Fairview High School, grade 10 and grade 12. Pabati rin po ni Attorney Alarcon. Good morning to all and God bless. God bless din po from Ms. Arihan, Anita, and Adalem. Pa-shout out po kay Mabeline Gilles Paradanos and Emily Mactan. Thank you so much. That is from Lomapel, Gilles. Congratulations again to Dr. Clarita Adalem and Dr. Ray Adalem. God bless po. Salamat from Sir Red Salvatierra. Good morning po to Dr. Ofelia David, Principal of Kids. Thank you for watching. Mabati po yan ang ating Principal, Ms. Maria Rebecca Pala. Good morning, Jose Escalante and Mike Molion of Bicor 1. Maraming salamat po from Attorney Alarcon. Hashtag Choose SEC. Salamat, Ulysses Angara. Good morning po and keep safe and God bless from Education Department. Salamat, Ms. Maribeth Cailo Roque. St. Clare, number 1. Salamat po from Balbi Nacional Reliola. Good morning po sa ating mahal na principal, Ma'am Becky Palad and Ma'am Cristina Vergado and Sir Jonathan Mendoza. Good morning din sa iyo, John Kenneth Salinero. Thank you, St. Clare, for affordable and quality education. Salamat po for Ms. Maribeth Cailo Roque. Pa-shout out po sa Cal Cheese Fam at BSHRM family. We love you. From LJ Gutierrez. Pa-shout out po, sir. Watching Na Basilia family. Hello po sa buong Na Basilia family. Thank you for watching us. Proud SEC student here. Thank you so much, Liza Alvarez. Good morning din sa iyo, Sheila Wagi. Hello sa iyo, Gabriel Sabalande. Greetings po sa Team Montarde and Joyous Kids School. Thank you so much, Dr. Clare, for this topic. Very clear and timely in its new normal way of life. Salamat po, Dr. Rosita Abad Montarde. Pa-shoutout po sa Grade 12, ABM, Section F2. Hello sa inyong lahat dyan. From Ms. Mary Ann Sobaculo. Good morning to all. Glenn Cortez, salamat. Shoutout din kay John Kenneth Salinero. Good morning to all Pol-Sci students and students of St. Clair College. That is from Attorney Alarcon. Birthday greetings po to Ms. Gigi Viernes. Happy birthday po from Ms. Maria Rebecca Pala. Good morning po sa iyo, Sir Adi. Good morning din sa iyo, Mary Grace. Thanks to SEC, we will continue on learning and God bless all. God bless din po at salamat, Ms. Divina Mostre. Good morning to Joshua Kurt Ponce from Attorney Alarcon. Pa-shoutout po sa buong ICS department, especially to our very beautiful Ma'am Joy Naturales from Arian Alzate. Good morning, SEC from the SBA department. Shoutout po sa Wutang Clan. We are watching. I love SEC. Maraming salamat. Hello po to Attorney Alarcon. That's from Direct Marlon De Chavez. Good morning, Shella Ann Panifer. From Joyce Attorney Alarcon. Pa-shoutout po again sa BSCS family. Sir, thank you po. I love St. Clair. Maraming salamat, Giselle Grace Tigre. God bless po sa lahat. Thank you so much, Buena Sarte. Hello to all Education Department students from Ms. Maybelline Ballesteros. Shout out po sa BS Tourism family and kay Ms. Christine Cruz. Proud to be SEC student. Salamat, Bianca Gabriel Baranda. Good morning po, ma'am, and God bless po. Good morning din sa iyo, Mr. Robbie Oraya. Salamat po sa lahat ng mentors namin sa Education Department. Thank you so much. That is from Ms. Maybelline Ballesteros. Watching from Northern Samar, lumayo po ng kabilang bayan para lang po sa magandang signal at makasubaybay sa maayos na webinar. Thank you, Dr. Adalem, and to the Adalem family and SEC family. from PSHM Department. Nakakamiss na pong pumasok, pero mas namimiss ko po ang turo ninyo at ang mga prof, lalo na po si Ma'am Joy at Sir Marlon. Maraming salamat for those kind words from Ms. Cha Arlene Estino. Good morning din sa'yo, Soylodge of North. Salamat po sa lahat ng NCC alumni na nanonood ngayon from Ma'am Joy Aquino. Good morning po to all. Good morning, Bianca Baranda. Shout out po to Jenny Rose Roquero, Isabel Mendoza, at Lisboa. Good morning din sa'yo, Jocelyn Lopez. Pa-shout out po sa lahat ng grade 11 rooms, B3, B4, B5. Mabati po yan mula kay Ma'am Cherilyn Chavez. Shout out po kay Setsuna, that is from Nicole. Hello din sa'yo, Sheila Varquez Baluran. Thanks to all of our speakers who share those very broad and wide information. Thanks to all of you for making it possible. Keep safe always. Maraming pong salamat from Ariham, Kanita, Andas. Ayan. Pa-shoutout po sa lahat ng SEC frontliners. SEC, stay safe everyone. Mabati po yan ni Sir RJ Morete. Shoutout and good morning po sa ESCS family. Again, if you have anyone you would like to greet or any comments, you can just kindly put it on our comment section and we will read it live. Ayan po. Good morning po sa lahat, especially to the senior high school family. Ayan. Asay po natin yung iba dito. Good morning po again to Attorney Joy Petronillo Alarcon. That is from Sheila Ann Peñafiel. Pa-shout out po sa lahat ng graduate ng St. Clare College, batch 2005 and 2009. Hello sa inyo at salamat po, Sir JZ Valenzuela. Hello po sa lahat ng viewers. Thank you so much to the SEC administrators, from Dr. Catherine Pagulayan and Natividad Santillan. Good morning, Irene May Marcos, BSBA graduate and proprietor of Marcos Products, from Attorney Alarcon. Pa-shout out po kay Tantan and God bless St. Clare College. Good morning din sa'yo, Ray Gabriel, Alvarico, et Chavez. Again, maraming salamat po sa pagtutok nyo sa 3 episodes ng ating webinar. And again, while on break po, just kindly put your greetings and comments on our comment section and we will read it for you live. Pa-shout out po again sa lahat naman ng Arts and Design students from Ma'am Rowena Castro. Sign up natin, iba natin greetings. Po, ayan, may mga bago pa po tayong pabati. To all SEC students, watch out for the upcoming webinars. These are very informative and essential, especially sa panahon po ngayon. Thank you so much from Ma'am Joy Aquino. Again, keep it coming po para mabasa natin ang lahat ng inyong mga pabati sa inyong loved ones, especially po sa mga professors na miss na natin. At sa mga students din po. Hi po to Miss Irene May Marcos. Shout out po. Hello sa iyo, Marilyn Verano Tumbag. To Giselle, good morning po. Good morning sa iyo. Shout out po sa BSCS from Giselle. Salamat, Giselle. Thanks to all of our mentors. Maraming salamat again from Maybelline Balesteros. Good morning again to Miss Mary Grace Aliani Libe. Again po, just keep it coming para mabasa po natin lang lahat ng inyong mga greetings sa inyong mga loved ones, sa inyong mga miss ng classmates, sa miss na po natin teachers and professors. Just keep it coming po sa ating comment section para bumabati natin sila live while we're on break. Yan, meron pa po tayo dito, no? Good morning to all political science students. Good morning din sa'yo, John Kenneth Salinel. Hello sa'yo, ayan, may mga bago tayo mga viewers. Hello sa'yo, Miss Irene May Marcos. Sayo pa po natin yung mga Jen, good morning din sa'yo. Hi din to Mr. Gabriel Sabalande. Hello din po sa ating registered family led by Ma'am Angela Cruzlingan. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Hello din po sa lahat ng faculty members natin ng senior high school and basic department led by Ma'am Rebecca Palat and Ma'am Christina Bergado. Hello po sa inyo lahat. Again, greetings po sa lahat ng FAFSA members led by Sir Eric Casilan. Maraming salamat po. Sir Adi, pa-shoutout po kay Direk Marlon, Ma'am Joy Aquino, at sa lahat ng department heads. Pati rin po sa professors and staffs na nasa St. Clare College ngayon. Kayo po ang frontliner namin. At kay Kuya Ed din, salamat po, ingat palagi. Thank you so much from Nicole Bermido. Shout out po sa BSCS students. God bless. That is from Sir Alex Naturales. O yung mga critics natin, just keep it coming po doon sa ating comment box. At mabasa po natin sila lahat. Ayan. Maraming salamat po sa Inter College. Shout out sa iyo, Daniel Yang. Yun, if may mga questions po tayo, pwede po tayo tumawag sa ating number at kami po mismo sasagot sa inyo. It's 02-8232-4488 para po sa inyo mga katanungan at nasagutin po natin agad yan. Hello to Robbie Oraya, to Jerry Dalumay Pahardo. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Again, salamat po sa mga speakers natin, no? Sa ating mga keynote speakers sa 3-episode webinar po natin, no? Na sinimulan po ni Dr. Henry Tenedero, Dr. Samuel Salvador, and of course, last but not least, our beloved President Dr. Clare Adalem for very informative 3-day seminar series po. Pa-shoutout naman po, Prince John Pangilinan Tejano. Hello sa iyo dyan. Salamat po SEC sa learnings na natutunan namin. Salamat din sa iyo, Regina Marzo. Ayan, keep kami po sa lahat ng mga gusto niyong batiin pa para mabasa po natin sa live. Sa mga gusto niyo pong batiin ng birthdays, anything po while we are on break. Keep it coming po, no? Last 10 minutes na po ng ating break, kaya po lahat ng gusto niyong mabalit, just put it in our comment section below. Thank you, St. Clare College Tertiary Faculty for your support and cooperation. Salamat po sa magpili natin professors ng Tertiary Department from Joy Aquino. And again, on behalf of St. Clare College, we would like to thank everyone who participated starting from the episode 1 of our webinar series. We hope that you all of our uncertainties at this time were answered with the great talk of our 3 keynote speakers. Shout out po from Manila. Salamat sa iyo, Alan J. Gawad. Hi sir, miss ka na namin. Hello din sa inyo. Miss ko na kayo, Mika Fermin, Mary Rose Canoy, Arlene Pineda, Olvia. Salamat po sa lahat ng effort para may papag-aralan kami ngayong kahit may pandemic. I love you, SEC. Salamat po. JM sa Taho City. Pa-shoutout po kay Ma'am Rebecca Palad, kay Ma'am Joy Aquino, kay Sir Marlon de Chavez, at sa lahat po ng staff ng St. Clare College. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Miss Ann Kimberly Yu. Matingin po natin, no? Mga dumadagdag po sa ating viewers, Sir Alex Fernandez. Shout out po sa lahat din ng ating maintenance team na masigasig at trabaho sa atin, no? Sa baba, maraming salamat po. Also to the technical team na nag-organize po ng ating 3-day episode of this webinar. Maraming salamat po led by Ma'am Joy Naturales, Head of CS Department. Salamat po. To Sir Ryan Tusale, maraming salamat po, and also to Direct Marlon de Chavez for helping us on this webinar. Maraming salamat po. Hello po kay Sir Jimmy na nanonood from Canada, and kay Dr. Sago na nanonood po from Morocco. May Miss Idira at St. Clare College from Ma'am Becky Palad, Ma'am Pina Brigado, Dr. Cathy Padulayan, and Dr. Rose Montalvo. Thank you, St. Clare College, sa 3-day webinar. Maraming nadagdag na kaalaman at kami ay maraming natutunan. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Lourdes Orfiado natin. Hello po again sa mga senior high school faculty members natin dyan. Ma'am Apple Radiola na nanonood sa atin ngayon. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng teachers na nanonood po ng St. Clare College. Maraming salamat. And of course, thank you po sa lahat ng students, especially the new members of our family and the parents of our dear students. Maraming salamat po sa panonood sa aming 3-day episode po ng ating webinar. Ikaw po na marami tayong natutunan sa araw na ito. Sa mga bago pong viewers natin, while we are on break, I am reading some of your comments and some of your greetings. Just can comment po dito sa ating comment box. Hello po again sa lahat ng professors and students natin, especially on the tertiary department. Maraming salamat po. And basahin po natin yung mga iba natin, no? Yan. Yan po natin dito, no? Again, maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa amin sa 3 araw ng webinar na ito. At ngayon po ay nagbabasa tayo ng inyong mga comments at inyong mga pabati po sa ating page. Natin po yung mga pabati pa natin. Sabi natin sila. Good morning to all SCC students, also to the professors of St. Clare College from BSHRM Department, from Sir James Mark Peralta. Shout out po kay Prof. Sir Marlon, Ma'am Joy Aquino, Ma'am Naturales, Ma'am Cruz, Ma'am Baltazar, at lahat po na bumubuo ng St. Clare College. Salamat po. Po natin ang ating mga kabate. Pa-shoutout po sa aking tatay na si Mr. Genaro Marzon na nanonood po. Maraming salamat po and good morning sa iyo, Sir Genaro Marzon. Proud to be part of SCC. Maraming salamat po, Miss Adora Cipriano. Hello po sa BSBA Department. Congratulations, St. Clare. Salamat, Louise Kate David. The episode was great and really informative. Thank you for the good work of the officials and the presenters being able to work together as a team. Maraming salamat to Ms. Casey Case Rose. Thank you, St. Clare, and to the Adalem family. Thank you rin po. Thank you, SSC, for the opportunity for shaping our hearts and minds. This webinar is worth watching. Maraming salamat po. Again, maraming salamat po sa sumubaybay ng ating 3-day webinar at Subaybayan at abangan pa po natin ang mga next series po ng ating webinar. Next week na po yan. Dito rin po sa ating page. So marami pa po tayong gustong malaman at magkakaroon pa po tayo ng another batch po ngayong next week. Yan. Very proud to be part of SEC. Maraming salamat po, Dr. Clare Montardo. Sa mga students and parents po natin, hindi pa po nag-follow ng ating Facebook page, follow nyo na po ang ating Facebook page for more information, especially with this kind of webinar po. Para to keep you updated, just click on the like button po sa ating page. And also po sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, meron din po tayong YouTube account. Follow na rin po natin ang official YouTube account po natin. Basahin po natin yung mga comments ninyo. At ating mga comments and mga kabate. Ayan po, no? Again, you can go to YouTube and click on St. Clare College Online. Yan po ang ating official YouTube account. Para po mapanood natin ang mga videos at latest updates to SEC. Again, we will be back po to read all their greetings and mga pabate at mga comments. Maraming salamat po again. This is Sir Ali. We'll be right back.
activities. We will now proceed from one seasoned speaker to another. To introduce you, let us welcome our senior high school principal, Ms. Maria Rebecca Palo.
Thank you, Ms. Ruth. Our speaker adheres that with a powerful thinking mindset, we must break down the walls of ignorance, myth, and complacency in our midst, and in their place, help build bridges of new knowledge, new structures, new methodologies, new ways of thinking, doing, and being. It begins with education with thyself, at home, and in this good community. As a human development advocate, he firmly believes that we should live, teach, and learn beyond the curriculum by educating the compassionate heart, not just the thinking mind, develop human essential skills, not just memorized learning. Our speaker graduated from the Faculty of Arts and Letters of the University of Santo Tomas and acquired his master's degree in development management at the Asian Institute of Management and took a special program on multiple intelligences for professional education leaders at the Harvard University Graduate School for Education. During his work with the Indo-Chinese communities, he was invited as a visiting fellow at Georgetown University Center for Immigration Policy Refugee Assistance. He served as the 2015 President of Philippine Marketing Association. He is currently a proud affiliate and original entrepreneurs of the Go Negosyo and Kapatid Mentor Meet Entrepreneurship Programs of the Department of Trade and Industry. He is an acknowledged international educator, training facilitator, inspirational and motivational speaker. He is also the chairman of the University of Santo Tomas Alumni Association. He is the president of Education for All Development Center, founder of the Lead, Teach, Learn via Curriculum Advocacy, director for Asia Pacific International Learning Styles Network, founder of Life Skills for Life Success Advocacy. Our speaker believes that success is a combination of IQ, talino, EQ, puso, and BQ, discarte. He is an educator by heart and passion. He believes that between hope and despair, education is the great equalizer. Our dear parents and guests, let us welcome the Dean of St. Clare College Life Skills for Life Success program on his talk, Huwag Mangamba sa St. Clare College. Ang online learning ay high-tech na, high-touch pa. High-tech na, high-touch pa. Ladies and gentlemen, the international speaker, Dr. Henry S. Tinidero.
Thank you. Good afternoon, my dear parents, students of St. Clare College, and even those who are not from the school but are listening right now. Magandang hapon at thank you very much, Principal Rebecca Palad, for the very kind introduction. Ang nabanggit niya nga, ang aking tatalakayin ngayon ay marahil ay hindi nagbago sa inyong pandinig dahil ngayon ang webinar ay kalat na kalat. Marami nagbibigay, nag-o-offer ng mga seminars para sa ganun maunawaan natin ng gusto. Ano ba talaga ang online education? Kaya pinili ko yung slogan na sa St. Clare College, ang online education system ay high-tech na, high-touch pa. High-tech, ibig sabihin, andun yung iyong IQ level, Pero higit na mas mahalaga sa aking pananaw ay high touch, yung puso o emotional quotient. Batid ko na aanin mo ang talino kung wala ka namang puso para sa ibang tao. Aanin mo ang isang magandang bahay na hindi naman tahanan, na isang magandang higaan na hindi naman masarap ang tulog. Ganon din sa pag-aaral. We have to understand that learning goes beyond understanding the platform. Sabi nga ng ating ginagalang na Dr. Ray Adalem, tatlong bagay kuya. Infrastructure, meron tayong online platform ngayon. Pangalawa, yung information, yung nilalaman. Kahit na napakaganda ng iyong plataforma, kung ang laman mo naman ay ampaw, sayang naman yung opportunity for us to be able to educate our children beyond the syntax of traditional education. If you recall us the other day, Monday, ang aking tinalakay ay, okay, no face-to-face classroom learning. So what? Then let's shift to what we call heart-to-heart home learning. Para po yung sandwich. Ang bata pagising, nasa bahay. And then dati-dati, aalis. And then pag-uwi, bahay na naman. So yung tinapay, ayun ang nagbibigay ng hugis sa kanyang kaalaman. Okay? Hindi naman yung paaralan. Pero sa panahon ngayong pandemya, accepted the reality na we have to experiment for health reasons. Kaya nga po ang DepEd ay nag-blended learning. Yung iba ay combination of blended, online, distance learning. Pero sa akin pakiwari, anuman ang plataforma mo, mahalagang higit maunawaan kung paano at kung sino ang iyong anak. And by the way, for those of you who are working, what you will learn from this brief talk can be also applied sa ating mga workplaces. Okay? So don't be afraid. It's normal for us to have this fear because any change will necessitate resistance. Okay? Any change will necessitate resistance. But the moment you see, the moment you get to understand and appreciate the value of being high-tech na, high-touch pa, then you will see the beauty of education leading, teaching, and learning beyond the curriculum. Education inside the classroom will not totally define the character and the humanness of your child. It's still anchored on character because, as we say, character eventually makes a person. Not the grades. Grades are important, but grades are only numbers in nature. What will make your child successful in the new normal and beyond is his or her character. The character to believe that he may be a gifted learner, the character to believe that even those underachievers, yung mga sa palagay natin hindi nag-enjoy mag-aral, ay may sarili silang kakayahan o sariling talino. Kaya ang high-tech natin, high-touch talk ngayon ay mag-focus on the gifted and the underachiever. Lahat pantay-pantay. Ikaw ba'y naniniwala ang anak mo ay may taglay na henyo? Wariin natin ang katagang henyo na kadalasan ay inuugnay natin sa dalawalang klase ng talino, yung magaling sa lengguwahe at magaling sa matematika. Hindi lahat ng bata ay may ganyang kakayahan. Merong batang magaling mag-tiktok, magaling sumayaw, magaling makisama, tahimik lang. Sa mundo ng multiple intelligence, sinasabi ni Dr. Howard Gardner na bawat nilalang ay may taglay na henyo. Hindi ka lang pag-aaral, so what? Pero pag busilak ang puso mo, gaya ng aking paniniwala, mas maganda na makahalubilo ang janitor, ang simpleng tendero sa palengke na marunong gumalang at may galang kaysa yung mga taong nakakurbata, naka-Amerikana, na wari mo sino sila. Sa panahon ng pandemya, pantay-pantay na po tayo ngayon. So don't miss the opportunity to be part and significant part of this great episode in human history. We are building the future of education. And beyond education, we are building the essence of life. That's what we believe in St. Clare College. Na karamihan po ng ating mga mag-aaral dito ay hindi galing sa mga mararangayang buhay, mga ordinary people. Pero ang mga magulang ay naniniwala sa kahalagahan ng edukasyon. Edukasyon na hindi lamang memorisasyon, kundi edukasyon na pangkalahatan. So let's begin. So our focus for this brief talk is on the gifted and the underachiever. Okay? So, ang ating mga gifted children are highly motivated in accomplishing whatever they set as their goal. Sila ay matindi ang kanilang pangarap. Especially if others tell them it can't be done. The more you challenge your child, because you perceive that your child, one child is different from the other, you tend to compare. No. I tell you, in the final analysis, yung anak na pinapaiyak mo, balang araw, ikaw ay iiyak sa tuwa at siligaya sa mga tagumpay na ibibigay sa iyo. Again, education is not only about memorization. Education is fitting what you have memorized to what you comprehend as a value of human life. So ang ating mga gifted children ay motivated in accomplishing whatever they set their goal is. And the more they get motivated, if you tell them, you cannot do it. Ito ka lang anak. Okay? Wag. Number 2 element. They are perceptually stronger than others, whereas most children have only one perceptual strength. Remember what I told you, we have 4 types of learners. We have the visual, the auditory, the tactile, and the kinesthetic. Gifted children are normally has a combination of the 4. They can learn visually by looking. They can learn auditorily by listening. They can learn playing with their hands. I'm a very tactile person. That's why you see on camera, I always gesture. I move my hands a lot. And finally, kinesthetic. They move a lot. Okay? So if you have a kid who is like that, more likely, siya ay gifted na tinatawag. Third aspect, gifted youngsters learn easily through several ways. Connected to the previous slide, listening, seeing, reading, manipulating, or experiencing. They get tired easily of reading alone. They get tired easily of just looking. They want to experience learning because real learning is not only about reading or seeing, but to me, real learning is by experiencing. Alala niyo ng bata tayo, sasabihin ng magulang natin, huwag mong hawakan yan, plancha, mainit yan. But young as we are, gullible as we are, sige hawak, and then napasok ka na. That's experience. And then your parents will tell you, sige hawakan mo, hindi na po. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, the best teacher in the world is experience. Hindi mo mararanasan ang kahalagahan ng karangyaan kung hindi ka galing sa mundo ng kahirapan. As simple as that. Do not use poverty as a reason for you not to bring out the best in your child. Every child has genius potential in more ways than one. Enough of thinking that intelligence is only for those who are gifted linguistically and in logical math. Musical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, intrapersonal, interpersonal, naturalist, existentialist. These are different kinds of abilities that are found in each and every child, in each and every person. So don't be a copycat. Do not say, itong anak ko magaling to, ganyan. Ay, naku, I tell you from experience, yung batang pinapaiyak mo dahil hindi siya nag-aaral base sa gusto mong pamamaraan ng kanyang pag-aaral, balang araw, siyang bibigay siya ng walang humpay na kaligayahan. Okay? So number 3, next, some of our non-conforming students are gifted. Gaya na sabi ko noong una, yung mga batang kina-challenge mo, yung mga pasaway, huwag mo husgahan na sila deviant o makukulit o o walang alam. Hindi. Iba lamang ang kanilang talino. At ang ating katalinuhan ay hinubog hindi lang ng pamilya. Ang ating katalinuhan ay hinubog ng pamilya, ng simbahan, ng mga kaibigan, ng eskwelahan, at ng eksperyensya sa buhay. So, when these things come into play, I tell you, kaya yung iba nagsasabi tayo, late bloomer, ilang taon sa high school, ilang taon sa college. Pero na nakita nila, when they started blossoming, where they are planted, you have seen them blossom with a many splendor thing. Yan ang giftedness. Okay? So their way, some of our non-conformist students are gifted. They like doing things their way and resist direction from others unless they have asked for it. Okay? Bibigyan mo siya ng direksyon, pero sa huling banda, is still my way. Okay? But kung sakali man, yun ang kanyang estilo, huwag kang malalayo. Okay? Gabayan mo pa rin. Kapag siya nadapa, hindi sa dami ng dapa, kundi paano ka tumayo sa kada dapa. Because every step that you make is a learning experience. Every mistakes are not the opposite of failure. Mistakes are stepping stone to success. Kailangan mong matapa para makita mo ang kabuuan, ganda ng tagumpay. Ganun lang kadali. Very practical. And yet, sometimes we put undue pressure on our children to excel. Nag-uwi ng grado, 85 na nga, galit ka pa rin. Ano mas mahalaga sa iyo? Yung numerical grade o yung kanyang pagkatao? Sa panahon ngayon, sino mga namamayagpag ng mga MSME, ng mga micro, small, medium enterprises? Sila po yung mga hindi lang aral ng entrepreneurship. Pero dahil they have to survive, yung kanilang creativity, yung kanilang innovativeness ay nag-challenge. Even among us mga magulang, nawala ng trabaho, kailangan tumita, kailangan mabuhay, nag-iisip ka. Sapagkat kapag merong crisis, nagbibigay bunga sa ating creativity. Okay? Kaya na sabi ko palagi, pupunta ka ng monumento, traffic sa EDSA, abay, meron naman padaan papunta sa Santa Cruz. Pwede ka pa mag-NLEX. Okay? It may not be the usual traditional way, but just the same. There are many ways of skinning the cat. Okay, next, the gifted do not mind being told what has to be done. They do not mind. If you tell them they do it, they will not mind. But they usually see different and to them more interesting ways of doing their assignments. Okay? It is not the what. The what is doing the assignment. But more important than the what is the how. How you do the assignment. Okay? So mayroon tayo mga peak times, for example. Yung ibang bata ay morning people. Yung ibang bata ay afternoon people. Yung ibang bata ay evening people. Yung ibang bata ay any time of the day. Ganon din po mga adults. We have what we call the circadian rhythm na kung saan ang peak time natin ay umuusbong kapag tayo'y nagiging excited sa mga ginagawa natin. Okay? So next, whereas the majority of students are not early morning learners, kaya po nasabi ko, okay? The majority of the intellectually gifted are. Napansin ko yung mga gifted children, sa maga sila, very productive, mentally, lahat, emotionally, psychologically. Pansinin niyo po sa klase, ang mga bata, kailan sila napakaingay. Napakaingay nila, hindi during the start, okay? Napakaingay nila after the first break. Ito po yung kahalagaan ng nutrition sa learning. Papansin mo, after the first recess, yung mga bata, mas maingay. Yung mga adults, after the first break, bumababa ang energy. So dahil bumababa ang energy, nagkakaroon tuloy ng ingay sa klase. So, ang sinasabi natin, na iba-iba ang ating mga peak times. So what's more important is to understand bakit yung anak mo mas active paggabi. Okay? Gising pa, madaling araw na. Samantalan tayo, naguhulagok na sa ating masarap na tulog. Because we have different circadian time particularities. Okay? high IQ students usually are gifted analytics. Okay? So we have the analytics, ito yung mga mabusisi sa detalye, at we have the global. They love to see the forest before the trees. They love to see the summary before the detail. So alamin mo, ang anak mo ba ay analytic or global learner? Okay? Pag analytic, bibigyan mo siya ng specific directions to fulfill a task. Kapag global, ibigay mo lang objective and he or she will do it in his or her style of doing it. Okay? Gifted globals are equally as bright. Okay? Hindi porket ang anak mo ay maingay o nag-music, sumasayaw habang nag-aaral, hindi siya natututo. Yung ganong nuances nila are the ones that motivate them to bring out their creative juices. Pero meron mga bata, gusto tahimik lang. Nasa sa sulok, doon na siya nagbabasa, nakikinig ng music. That's analytic global. So do not create one-size-fitting-all. Okay? Do not create one-size-fitting-all because we have different types of learners that is seen in how our children behave, especially during quarantine time. In fact, with an IQ of 130 and above, most gifted students are global, but many do not like submitting to tests. Okay? Looking teacher, everything understood? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Are you ready for a quiz? No, ma'am. No, sir. I thought everything was understood because that is our culture to just accept. Yes, ma'am. We'll have a quiz. They equate quiz with rigidity, but you can have tests using multiple intelligence. There are many ways of knowing whether your child has learned from what you have taught them, from what you have given them. So again, the moral here is no one size that should fit all. Okay. Yung underachievers naman, yung mga hindi performers, as you may term it, they thirst for, gusto nila mobility at frequent intervals. Kasi simula pa lang, tatayo na. Kakain, maglalakad, magsi-CR, and then babalik, hindi pa tapos, mag-multitask. Okay? So ito yung mga nuances ng isang underachiever. If that is the case, they need variety of instructional resources. Okay? Meron ng pang-reading, meron ng pang-visual, okay? Makita, meron pang hinahawakan, at meron pang ginagalaw. I remember my child when he was young. Anak, takbo nun! Kakain na kami, dinner. Babato ko yung push table. Anak, yan ang kanluran. Bato mo kay Papa. O ito naman, yan ang silangan. Okay? And then, ibabato sa kitchen. Yan ang sinigang. Kain na tayo. Tuwan-tuwa siya because learning should engage the whole body. If you just engage the cognitive, it's rote memory. But if you engage the whole body, it becomes holistic, cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain. The recognition of their high motivation despite their inability to learn the methods their teachers are made available. Okay, just like the gifted, binigyan mo na siya ng paraan kung paano gawin isang bagay, meron pa rin siyang pamamaraan kung paano niya gagawin isang bagay. Okay? So, do not get perturbed. Huwag kang mapikon. Iyon ang learning style sa sinasabi natin. The most important thing, alam niya ang objective, alam niya ang outcome na kailangan kapag kayo nag-aaral. Kung paano niya gustong gawin, let it be. Meron ng mga bata, matatawa kayo, but it's true. They love to study under the table. Nagagalit ang magulang. No, sabi ko, if they want to study under the table, give them even a lampshade for them to see at least what they're learning. Gusto niyo kumain? No. Hindi ka pwede para makapag-concentrate ka. Whoever told us that you cannot eat while concentrating at the same time? It's good for the analytics, but for globals, again, they love movement, etc., etc. Okay, collegial rather than the alternative approach. Ito yung huwag mo sasabihin. Huwag mo imamando. Do this or else. Whether you like it or you like. No. Be collegial. Okay? Be empowering. Be enabling. Be engaging. And if they feel that in their heart, that you are acting more than just a parent, but a friend, a collegial body. I tell you, watch them perform and bring out the best in their ability. Gone are the days, kailangan gawin mo to, kailangan tapusin mo to. Matatapos nila yan. I tell you, why? Because of a fear factor. But I tell you, they are not enjoying. They do it because of the authoritative, the fear factor in you. But if you do it out of a collegial love, explaining, being more patient with them, I tell you, you will get more exciting results. Okay? They also like self-illumination. Okay? Ayaw nila yung mga maliwanag because they become fidgety. The design of the learning area to respond to individual learning needs. Okay, so hayaan mo, gaya ng ating plataforma sa studio ng napakagandang computer laboratory ng St. Clare College. Ngayon ay meron na kami mga chroma, iba-iba, ini-style. Meron pa ritong world map ba to or whatever. So again, the platform may be perfect, but of equal importance is the laman. Okay, so infrastructure, information, at infoculture. Nangangapa tayo ngayon sa larangan ng online learning. May transition period yan. Okay? Huwag mong pangunahan na hindi namin kaya. Wala akong alam sa gadget. Okay? Kailangan hinay-hinay lang. Be patient. And I tell you, your patience will bear beautiful fruits later on. And of course, that being chastised for being fidgety, hyperactive, and unable to sit. If you are a parent who is highly analytic, gusto mong direction. If your child is opposite your style, then adjust. Adjust to the style of your. Do not just style. Huwag mong pagalitan. Galaw ka ng galaw. Huwag kang papagalitan. Hyperactive kung siya. Again, hyperactivity is a sign of giftedness, which is also present to those who are underachievers, so to speak. Ayun. Tapos na. Ang bilis ng ating talakayan. Alam ko, nabitin kayo. Ako rin, bitin. Pero alas 12 na. Kailangan naman natin ng stomach intelligence. Para sa ganun, nabusog na tayo sa ating kalaman, nabusog na natin ang ating puso, busugin naman natin ang hinahandang napakasarap na pagkain. So, nourish yourself, not only foods, not only nutrients, but nourish your children with the appetite of the fullness of life during this pandemic. Pandemic is not given to us to hurt us, to destroy us. The pandemic is in our midst because the universe or the Lord is asking us to take good care of one humanity, to take good care of our environment, to take good care of one another, to put to life the essence of love, pagmamahal, maging sino ka man. So again, ang St. Clare, high-tech na, high-touch pa. I'll see you again for more learnings. Isang tatalakay, gusto kong matalakay dito. Parang TV magazine. Maraming mga magulang ngayon na negosyo. I'll give you the research kung ano yung mga bagay-bagay para mas higit yung maunawaan. Because in St. Clare, we want the best. We want to develop the best. Ano yung best? Building entrepreneurs for the society of today or the new normal. So at St. Clare, we develop the best in you. So my dear friends, thank you very much, Dr. Clare. Thank you very much, Dr. Ernesto Adalem. Thank you very much to the all faculty. 100 people are here right now. Thank you very much to our listeners, to our viewers at the back of the studio. Thank you very much, Ryan, for this wonderful PowerPoint. Yun po sinasabi ko, hindi ako marunong gumawa ng PowerPoint. Pero magaling. Magaling ako sa high-touch, high-tech, sa mga bata na yun. Sa edad ko, edad namin ng Direct Marlon, na nag-direct ang ating proceeding ngayon, napakagaling po kumanta yan. Baloney. Okay, again, once again, thank you and have a nice lunch. Everyone, God bless you all. I love you. St. Clare loves you because we care for the future of your children. Thank you.
Dean Dr. Henry S. Dinedero. Good day, everyone. I would like to acknowledge Nick Escalante of Vicor One Network Enterprises Incorporated for the connectivity in the presence of the following distinguished people who graced the third episode of our webinar series. The program heads and coordinators, Mr. Marlon De Chavez of BS HRM Department, Ms. Christine Marie Cruz of BS Tourism Department, Ms. Teresita Solidu of the Education Department, Ms. Renilda Martinez of BS Business Administration Department, Ms. Joy Naturales of BS Computer Science Department, Mr. Jonathan Mendoza, Principal, Better Children of St. Clare Montessori Center, Gillies Blade, Ms. Cristina Bergado, Basic Education Principal, Ms. Rebecca Palad, Senior High School Principal, Ms. Mary Joy Aquino, Assistant Dean of the College, Dr. Catherine Pagulayan, St. Clare College Guidance Council, Dr. Rose Dita Montardo, Research Director, Attorney Petronilo Alarcon, Political Science Department, Head and Director of the Office of the Student Affairs Services. Special mention goes to the following members of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Jane Angela Adalem, Assistant to the President. Mr. J. Peter Adalem, Officer for Center of Arts and Culture. Mr. Ray Francis Adalem, Quality Assurance Officer. Mr. J. Philip Adalem, Officer for International Relations and Networking. Mr. J. Patrick Adalem, Assistant to the Vice President for Finance. Mr. Ray Jonathan Adalem, Assistant to the Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Ray Christopher Adalem, Assistant to the Vice President for Administration and Student Services. Attorney J. Paulo Adalem, Legal Officer and Board Secretary. Dr. Ernesto J. G. Adalem, Chief Operating Officer and Vice President for Finance. Dr. Ernesto Ray G. Adalem, Chief Executive Officer and Vice President for Administration and Student Services. Dr. Clarita G. Adalem, President and Founder of the St. Clare Group of Schools and our keynote speaker for the day. To the faculty and staff of St. Clare Group of Schools, thank you for your support. And to everyone out there, the parents, the students who join us through live streaming today, thank you very much. We look forward to have you until the next episodes. Stay safe, stay healthy. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Attorney Alarcon, for your sincere acknowledgement. To all our viewers, this culminates our webinar series. We hope you have gained a deeper understanding of St. Clare College and its remarkable plans from the insightful presentations of our keynote speakers. To all our students, thank you for choosing St. Clare College and for the unrelenting support you have shown to your alma mater. Parents, we are sincerely grateful for entrusting your children's education to us. Together, with the guidance of our Heavenly Father, let us face the approaching school year with adequate knowledge and preparation for the new normal education. Once again, welcome to the St. Clare College family, and see you on the next webinar series of St. Clare College. Mabuhay ang mga Clarians!